So, hey guys, it's Nospaniol here, and in this tutorial, I'll teach you an application about methods, how you can apply methods in text fields. So, we will create a new project. First of all, it's a new project, the JavaFX application. Then select JavaFX and XML application. Select next. Now, type in the name of your project. So I'll type in the name of my project and I'll just call it text field and then finish. So we want to create an application about something simple to learn about methods in relation with text fields. How can you create a method in its real world application with interfaces or with controls in graphical interface application? So I'll just open this XML file. So here we go. Now, as usual, we're also given a button and a label. And I don't know if you have watched a tutorial I did about text fields, but we're creating something like what we had done earlier. But now here we'll be using methods. Earlier we did not use methods because it was just an introduction. But now, for methods, when you want to use methods to make work easier in programming or to make your codes more interesting, now I'll place some HBox again. So I've placed a VBox in the application so that everything should be vertical. I right clicked it so that it could fit to the parent. Now I want to place an HBox so that we can create two columns. On one side we'll be having, so in this two, then after placing the HBox, now come first to the layout, and then in the layout select the inherit to be always, and then after doing that, now you can come now and select VBox again, and we will drop two VBox. Like you can just drop the first VBox into the HBox, then right click it and duplicate it. Now select this two VBox and then go to the HBox and say always. Now that we have that, now first of all we will need text fields. So this is the first application I want to show about graphical interface in its relation with methods, so that now if you have seen many console applications, now I want to show you one that has relations. So I'll just place the first text field here, duplicate it, and then again duplicate it again. So once I've done that, I'll just copy those three text fields, copy them, and I'll paste it in the second VBox down on the right hand side. So after doing that again, I'll copy all of these text fields now. Place a margin of 20. So we want anything that will be typed in the left hand corner or on the left hand side to be the same information to be relayed on the right hand side. So now we will resize this uncaptain. Yeah, something like that. Now we want the text fields on the right hand side to be mouse transparent and not editable, so that it can be more of our screen. So I'll select this property so that it is not editable. So I'll select all these three text fields and then come here, just scroll and then select this to be mouse transparent. And then now that these properties are well suited, I'll give this some prompt text and I'll say maybe you place the product name, like product name, description, and then the price. So this is just a simple application to make you familiar with methods. Now that you have done that, now let us come to the code and give all these text fields some ID. So I'll select first the first text field on the left hand side, and then I'll give it an ID. I'll just give it product. So product, So for the second text field, I'll just give it the ID description. And for the third text field, I'll give it an ID price. On the right hand side now, I'll give this ID product issue. And the second text field on the right hand side, I'll just give it description this. And then on the that text field on the right hand side, I'll just give it price is. So once that I've done that, now save your project. Then we need two buttons, so I'll just first collapse this on the pen here, and then now I'll place a button. I'll drag it and drop it. So first of all, even before placing a button, I'll need a hbox, another hbox. So I'll drop this hbox into the vbox to be below the other hbox. So and I'll to do that quite well. So we have a hbox that we don't need. So we have an hbox here. So I'll drop in two buttons. So this one here, I'll drop in two buttons. So button 1, I'll drop it into the last hbox and then just duplicate it. So one will be displaying the values, and the second one will be clearing values. So clear. So the first one, I'll just call it display, then it will display. So once you've done that, select the two buttons. You can just first select the first button. On action, I'll type in the name of the method that I want it to happen. So I'll type in display. So display, and I'll select the second, and I'll give it a method display. And even the button clear, I'll just give it the method by the name of its caption. So clear. So once I've done that, select the two buttons, come to the layout, and then select, give it some preferred width, and I'll just give it 200, and then some preferred height, and just give them 50. Yeah. So give them a margin of about 10 on all sides. Select the hbox that will contains the buttons. Come to the properties. Give them all of the give it an alignment of center, so that our interface should look something better. And then once you have done that, now you can just resize. You can save your progress. Resize this application. Now come to this XML file. Right click it and make the controller. We want the changes that we have done to happen on the controller. So first of all, I'll delete this method, and I'll also delete this label. We don't need it anymore. So now we have three text fields, and if I could recall, we were taking the string from the first text field, and then displaying it on the text field on the right hand side. Now we will create a method that will do something like that. You can now. I want to create a method that will take files or text from the text fields on the right hand side and display the same information on the left hand side. So from the left hand side, sorry, to the right hand side. So to do that, first of all, we will say we will need two text fields. So we will create a method, private void. It doesn't have any title. So private void, and this method I will name it discharge. So it will be discharging some tasks. So discharge, and then into brackets. So here in this brackets now I'll place in some parameters. Remember, I told you parameters have no limits of whatever it can carry. So it will text field A and text field B. So this method requires two text fields, text field A and text field B, for it to occur. And then again, it will require a string, something like a caption, that will be saying your product is, so a string C. So first of all, I will be getting values from string A, you see, and then this one will be B, that get text, the way you get text fields from a text. Now after doing that, now we are getting values from string text field B. So string A, sorry, it's not, so sorry, no, string like message, the one that will be getting string message is equals to a dot get text, because we are getting text strings from the first text field dot get method. Now we will be displaying the information on B, so B dot set text, and here it will be message C plus the message. So whatever the string C plus this message, the value that will be getting from text field A, you will combine them and display it on screen B. Now that we have done that, let us see what we do have. Now copy this method name with parameters. So hope you have seen the tutorial about parameters. So this is just a more broader view of viewing these things. So the first text field will be product, the one that takes the product name. The second text field will be product list, the one that displays on the right hand side the text field. And the third string is the message, that the string value that you want, like product name, like product name, and then I just put in some semicolon. Then after doing that, now I can copy this and then I can paste it, because we have three text fields. So the second one is the description. So I have copied this, pasted here, and then under description. So the first here is the first text field that will be taking the message. Here is where it will be displayed, and here is the string that will be combined with the message that will be typed in the first text field. And then for the third one, now to end the boring class, I'll take in the price. So the first of all, the text field that takes the prices, and type in the text fields that displays the prices, and the string that comes with the price, like price. Since we have something like that, now let us build our application and run it and see now what do we have, so that we can get now a full picture of what we are creating. So I'll run this file because the build is successful. So I have done something like this, but it is in a console application. So first of all, I'll type in the name of the product like we are displayed. So I'll type in like shirt, description, tangerine, the price 500 Kenyan shillings, and when I click this button, it displays, it did what we told it. Took the text from the first text field on the left hand side, displayed it on the first text field on the right hand side, plus the string value that we added, the product name. If you can remember, you can see this one is the same as this one, the second one the same as the second one. the third one the same as the third one. So that is the application of methods with text fields. So now you can see text fields can hold any parameter, and if you want to clear, because we do not type anything, you can just type in even a method that clears, like simply by saying private void method, and we will call this method cancel cancel here. And sorry, we don't call the method by the name, so private void cancel, that's it. So it will be taking a text field, so I can just copy this text field A, and here it will be taking A, and we will set the string of A to empty strings. So set text to an empty string. So this is how we will be clearing it. So to do this now, we just be copying the name of the method cancel, and when you come and copy it here, it will be simple. Now type in the name only of the text field. You don't have to type product.setText empty quotes, product this.setText empty quotes. We don't need to type that anymore, because for methods it makes works easier. So here it will be product this. The third one will be the description, so I'll just copy it, save type, and then now I can just copy this. Sorry, I can copy this, paste it, take the text field, then just copy this one, paste it, take text field, place the text field. Now one thing you should know, I cannot just place anything here like a string, because this method requires a text field. So I should place a text field here, like this. So now that we have done that, let us build the application and see if our method can surely clear anything. And I will pass you once again through this simple application. It's a basic application, but one that has very deep meaning for any developer who is pursuing to learn Java. So now we'll place in again the name of our product. So this one short, it was tangerine, and the price was 500 Kenya shillings. So if I click this button display, you can see it displays. First of all, let me explain this method. It requires two text fields. One, that it will be getting the message from, or the product name. The second one, text field B, is the one that it will be displayed. As you can see, B.setText C, which is the string value that was entered. That was entered here, product name here, plus the message short that was taken from text field A. This was text field A. So you just change A here to be like a pen and display it. It will just show you whatever happened. Now again, now when you clear this button, clear, it took every text field. It took product A, set it an empty quotes. It took product this, gave it an empty quotes. So that when you just click this button alone, the message, nothing will be taken from all this message, and what will be displayed will only be C without a message, because the message will be empty. So that was it about text fields with methods. So hope you learned something about methods, and I'll show you another application where now you can use methods that now can load windows. Another application to load multiple scenes, a method that can load multiple scenes. Just put the location, the title, and everything, and it will load the second scene. So hope you learned something about with this tutorial. Just keep watching these tutorials, and I'll be showing you something cool in JavaFX and XML. in Java as a whole and in most programming languages, object-oriented approach to programming languages. So thank you for watching this video.